Hello everybody and thank you for joining me. This is Sierra from Sierra T Designs and today I have a rainbow birthday shaker card to share with you. So let's jump right in. So I'm going to create my background to start and I really wanted to kind of create my own pattern in the background. So I'm going to bring in the Tim Holtz Fresh Brewed Blueprint Sketch stamp set, and I have the Frappuccino-esque beverage out of the stamp set. So this is actually a card for a hop. Now the hop is of course being done on Instagram, but as I am a video maker, I had to make a video as well so that you guys would get a chance to go and check it out if you wanted to. So my Instagram will be linked right in the description below, so you can click on that and then go and look at the card image for this and enter into that giveaway if you're interested. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that as we get into the card, but I just wanted to make sure you guys knew that this was going on. So the theme of this is summer. So I went rainbow because rainbow is just, I love vibrant colors, as you guys know. And I chose the Frappuccino-esque drink stamp from that because that's probably one of my favorite summertime treats. I love the vanilla bean Frappuccino from Starbucks. So I thought that was just kind of fitting. So I'm kind of creating my own background here. I have a piece of HammerMill Cardstock because I'm an ink blend on it. And I'm just white heat embossing that image into the background in random areas. It's pretty random. It is the background and we are creating a shaker card. So you're not going to see, like, it's not the focal so much as it's just there and it's neat. It's just one of my favorite summer treats, so I thought it would be really fitting. And of course I did heat set that with my heat gun. So I am going to ink blend with only 3 colors for this. I kind of thought it would be fun to try not to use every color that I own. So I know not everybody can afford every color, not everybody needs every color, not everybody wants every color. And I just thought it'd be kind of fun to create a rainbow-esque card with 3 colors of ink. So I am going to use my Oxide colors because they are my preferred ink. I have all the colors because I love them so much that I just keep buying them. But so I'm going to show you here. This is a pocket from This calls for Confetti. That's a great company. They let me pick a few items out of their store to work with for this hop, and I chose to get these A2 shaker pockets. So I'm just kind of checking out how this is going to fit, how my cardstock needs to be to go in this pocket. So it's just kind of what I'm playing with here, and it does have like not a film, well, kind of like not a saran wrap, but like a clear film over top of it to keep it from getting scratched, keep it pristine. So be aware that that is on there. And I honestly forget to take it off until after I've created my shaker card, but it still works out, so it's okay. But for my Oxide ink blending, I have 3 colors here. I have picked raspberry, I have squeezed lemonade, and I have Mermaid Lagoon. And I'm going to overlap them to create the other colors. Now, obviously, this isn't going to give me the same as like carved pumpkin. You know, it's not going to give me that same look, but it will give me enough of a color variation that you can see that I'm trying for a rainbow. Maybe I would have had a bit better luck if I had tried with maybe a less vibrant pink, or if I had maybe gone like wild honey instead of squeezed lemonade, but this is the color that I chose and we're going to go with it. So we're going to try this out. And then of course, to get my greenish shade, I will overlap my blue and my yellow just to kind of create that difference there. So, you know, I'm going like pink, orange, yellow, green, blue, and then I'm going to add picked raspberry on top of the Mermaid Lagoon in the bottom corner to create my purple. So this is a 3 color blend. It's kind of more of a minimal supplies look so that you actually, I know that not everybody owns every color. So, you know, instead of bringing in 7 colors of ink, we just created this with 3 and I think it looked really cool. So I was pretty excited about how it turned out. And then I did buff off any ink that was on top of my white heat embossing with a microfiber cloth, which is kind of, this just sits on my desk. I use it pretty often just to clean things off, especially cat hair. As you guys know, I have many supervisors, so I do often have to clean my desk. And then I did splash on some perfect pearls onto the background just for some added shimmer and shine. You guys know that I love all the shiny things, so I did add a little bit on that. And then once it was dry, I brought it into my trimmer, and now I'm going to take like a hair off. I'm not even measuring this really. I'm just snipping off the smallest amount possible so that it fits into that A2 pocket a little bit better. I did notice earlier when I was kind of manipulating it to see how it would work that it bowed my cardstock. So instead of, you know, fighting it, I just trimmed a very small amount off of the card panel there so that I wouldn't have to fight it when I went to stick it in. So which is what we're going to do right now. So I think I should have removed that film before I did this part, but I actually forgot it was there. And so we're not going to do that. We're going to do that at the end, but I think that it would have kind of not been as tight as it was, because of course it's pulling against that film as I adhere it down. Now it doesn't make a difference, I don't think. We'll have to try on the next one and take the film off before I do this, but I didn't know what I was doing. I kind of was just experimenting with this pocket, so it turned out really cool. I really like it. And then I did also pick the Celebrate Shaker Mix and the Sparkle All the Way Shaker Mix. So you can see here I'm pouring that into the card pocket, and I'm just kind of dumping a bunch in. I originally was going to add some loose glitter. That's why you see my rock candy sitting there. In the end, I chose not to, simply because I was a little bit worried that as the corners are already chopped off, I was worried that it might fall out the bottom corners. I'm not sure. We'll have to try that out. I didn't test it on this. I just kind of set it aside and didn't add it, which is okay because we have a lot of shimmer going on anyway, so I think it's pretty neat. But I was originally going to add it just because I love glitter and I like to put it in things, but I don't want it to dump out on the recipient if it was going to dump out of those corners. So I didn't even attempt it on this one. We'll try it on the next one and see what happens. But this is me removing that kind of protective film that's on the pocket. And you can see that because I've already adhered the edges over, I do fight with it a little bit, but it comes off really easily. It's just that I think I would have maybe had it not be so much of a fight if I had removed it before I had adhered it down, but I didn't. And we're going to go with what we've got here. So for my sentiment, I'm going to bring in the Happy Birthday wafer die by Simon Says Snap, and I'm going to cut it out of some holographic cardstock. I honestly think I got this from Michael's. I've had this forever. It's just in my stash. I'll link something down below. I won't link the Michael's one because I don't even know if you can get that one anymore, but I'll find something, and if you guys are interested, I'll have a link down below for it. But so about this giveaway, so I'm not going to go through all the rules on here because it's not actually a YouTube one, and I don't want anybody to get confused and then think that they can just comment on this video and like they're entered. That's not what's going to happen. You do have to go over to Instagram to enter. That is what the company's decided for the hop, so that's what it is. So you're going to go over to Instagram. The link will be in my description down below, and you're going to click on my Instagram, and all of the rules are under this picture of this card, so you can click over there and check it out and enter if you'd like to. I know it is a gift card for this calls for Confetti's site, and there's a lot of really neat stuff on there. So I mean, I only got shaker pocket stuff because that's kind of what we were working with for this. It was a summer themed shaker card, but there was tons of other stuff, and it came really quickly. You guys know, if you know, I'm Canadian, so sometimes deliveries take a while to get to me, and that's a little bit not frustrating so much, but when you buy something new and you get excited, it's hard not to want it like tomorrow. So it got here pretty quickly, so that was exciting, and then I got to play with it, and I had a lot of fun. So I'll have to bring this out again here and play with it some more and see what else we can kind of do with that shaker pocket, but I had a lot of fun with this. So I did layer up my birthday sentiment, so I just used the same white cardstock I used for the base, and I'm just adhering them down 3 layers because that base cardstock I use is usually, I think it's 110 to 120 pound weight, so it is quite thick, so I only need about 2 layers. And with this the holographic cardstock, it's quite thin. I don't even know if it's 60 pound. So it's quite thin. So it kind of is a bit delicate, and it doesn't hold its shape well without some extra support. So that's another reason I like to layer this up. And then to get this to adhere to the pocket, I did have to hold it with my hand. You might try an acrylic block, but I was worried that it would slide and I wouldn't notice right away, and then it would adhere crooked, or it would adhere like it would slide off because it is plastic, right? And it's quite a thick plastic, so it would shift around a little bit on me. So I did just put my hand on top of it, or my finger, and held it there until it had adhered. And then I removed my hand. So, I mean, it didn't take long. I think it was not even 30 seconds, but it did need that little bit of time to grab the plastic of the shaker pocket. So just be aware of that if you're trying to adhere stuff on top of it like I am. And I'm not going to add any extra bling. I'm literally just going to adhere this down to my card base. I know that I like to add a lot to my stuff. More is kind of my type of crafting, but I kind of thought that this pocket did its own justice. It's it's rainbow colors, and it's got all these kind of fun shaky bits in it, and I think that it's really pretty on its own and doesn't really need anything else. But of course, if you want to, you could add other things, but be aware that adhering it down might be a bit of an issue. Well, it isn't. You have to be patient. That's all. So I did adhere it down to my base with some 1-inch score tape. And then I'm going to just show you how cool this card is. I don't know. I'm pretty excited about it. I'd love to hear what you guys think. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Leave me a like. Leave me a comment if you want to. And consider subscribing if you haven't already. I do new videos every Monday and Thursday. And be sure to hop over to Instagram if you want to enter the giveaway for a great prize from this calls for confetti. So thank you so much, guys. I will see you again very soon. Bye-bye for now.